what's up guys? Kevin here from Snowboard Pro Camp. In this video, I just want to take you guys through 10 beginner skills that you can practice at home before you get to the snow. These 10 skills are really gonna just give you a preview of what your first day will be like and help you to get some of those balancing and turning skills down ahead of time. So let's get started. If you do have a snowboard, you can use that. Today I'm using a training board, or you can use a skateboard deck, and just make sure that you have lots of room around you just to be safe. The first thing you can practice is just strapping in one foot and moving your board around. This is great practice for skating and getting ready for the chairlift. What I like to do is actually keep most of my weight onto my free foot so that it's very easy to move the snowboard around. You can practice with your free foot behind your snowboard or in front, and take your time, moving it a little bit at a time, and then more as you get more comfortable. The second skill you can practice, still with one foot in, is getting your snowboard sideways and then walking forward in a straight line and stepping your board forward on the toe edge. So by doing this, it's gonna allow you to walk up hills, and this is a really important skill if you need to walk up to the chairlift or just walk up any mellow slope. The third skill you can practice at home is strapping up both feet and getting into your snowboard stance. The snowboard stance is super important. It's the foundation that you build all your other snowboard skills from. And the best snowboard stance is to have your knees and hips bent with your back fairly straight and your hands over top of the nose and tail of your board. This is just gonna give you the best balance for stopping and for making those first turns. The fourth skill you can practice at home is moving your weight and balance back and forth over the nose and tail of your snowboard. This is really important to learn because by moving your weight, you can change the direction that your snowboard travels. The best way to move your weight and balance is to alternate moving your hips over top of one foot, then the other, and really using your knees as well to bend into that direction. The fifth skill you can practice at home is being able to move your weight up and down over your board. When you go to make your first stops, it's really important to be able to bend your knees into a squat. You can also challenge your balance by doing small hops. This is really gonna help you to make sure that your weight is centered over your board. If you find yourself leaning too far forward or too far back, then the hopping will help to expose that. Hopping will also give you the first insights of what it's gonna be when you go to make that first jump on your snowboard. The sixth skill you can practice at home is balancing on your heel edge. Balancing on your heels is how you do your first stops and also your first turns. So it's really important lifting up your toes and then balancing on that heel edge. The simple way to think about it is that the more you lift your toes up, the slower you'll go, and the more you let your toes get closer to the ground, the faster. So this is kind of an awkward feeling, but after some practice, you'll feel that you're getting more and more confident balancing on that heel edge. While you're trying to balance on your heels, it should feel like you're sitting in a chair. You can even do this against a wall until you get your balance right. After heels, you want to progress onto the toes, but in between there on the snow, you actually have to learn to roll over. Rolling over is actually not as easy as it sounds with your snowboard strapped on, and the easiest way that I know to do it is to simply sit onto your butt and then grab one of your knees with your hands and then pull your knee over so that you can roll over onto your knees. Flattening yourself out can also help to get that roll around. The eighth skill is getting your balance on your toes. When you're out there learning to snowboard, you need to be able to stop on your heels and your toes, and practicing your toe balance is super crucial. Balancing on your toes is actually a lot easier than your heels because you're used to getting onto your toes to reach for something up high. So practice getting onto your toes. The more you lift your heels, the slower you'll go. And think about bending your knees forward towards the ground and trying to keep your back as straight as possible. If you need to, get a friend or do this by a wall for balance. The ninth skill you can practice at home is learning to do your first turns. So the thing that makes you turn is your front shoulder, your front knee, and the direction that you're looking. So what you can do is for the toe turn, turn your front shoulder, your knee in towards your body and then look backwards. And then for the heel turn, you're opening up, turning your knees and shoulders out and looking forward. By doing this, your board is gonna follow what your head and upper body do. The 10th skill you can do at home is to add a bit of difficulty to the turns by doing small hops. By doing a small hop, you'll be able to feel your board turn in the direction that you turn your body and look. So start by turning your shoulders and head looking in to turn in one direction, then look and then turn your body out to turn in the other direction. Start with really small hops and then progress as you feel comfortable. You can even get somebody to give you a hand at this until you get your balance, just like you would on the slopes. This is just a really cool way to feel how your snowboard will turn when you move your upper body and head. Give these 10 skills a try at home, guys. If you have any questions, leave them down below. I'll also put a link to the beginner snowboard playlist where there are tons of videos to help you guys on your first day. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video soon.